Welcome to Julie the Thrifty Designer. I'm going to show you how I have done my kitchen for Thanksgiving. I haven't done a ton all over, but what I have done is, I think, over the top. So stay tuned and see what it looks like. All right, we are taking a look at my kitchen from standing in my dining room and what I have done. All the lights on, good and bright. But let's start right above the coffee station here. And up here, I have just some of my blue and white dishes, a couple of turkeys, and some turkey paper plates. They look cute up there. They give that festive touch and festive color, and I think they work very well. And they're just right straight down from the coffee area that I've just made with a really neat turkey. Again, I do believe I had picked this up from the thrift store. Well, maybe not, but I've had it for ever. $12.99. You know now that would not be $12.99 as a normal price. So, anyway, isn't he just stunning? He's very beautiful. And my mug to make my morning coffee in. So I really haven't, as you can see, done much. I've just got a glass pumpkin up on a lift and some of the faux, muffins and things you can get from Amazon. And just some crocks where I have stuff that I'm going to be using. Some oranges and some apples and some onions that I'm going to be using for Thanksgiving itself. And just our everyday things that we use on a daily basis. And I just added a pumpkin and you're an apple to my pie. And just a cute little acorn. I mean, just some basic things that we use all the time, just right here in my kitchen. Very usable and what I need. Nothing fancy. And I'm just showing you real life here. I just added a couple of things to make it feel a little bit more like Thanksgiving. Now, for those of you that are new to me, I was ripped off by a contractor, and they ripped my house apart and left me with literally nothing. And so my husband and I and my daughter and son-in-law have been slowly putting this back together again. So when you see places in my house like this lovely floor, it's from the contractor. And where it's finished, I actually had zero carpentry or anything. They tore this kitchen out to the outside walls. So we're going to just go from there. I have added to my stove some sweet little fall, and they came from the Dollar Tree. One in the middle I've had for a long time. And the other two are a little bit newer, I think a year or so ago. Just some hand towels to bring in a spot more color. I added these rugs because I thought they had that plaid, just for a hint maybe of the Ralph Lauren look, but I'm not really trying to be totally Ralph Lauren in the kitchen, but that just brought in a hint. And over here, I just have, my bottles of olive oil and avocado oil and just specialties and coconut oil. And here I've just got some wooden things and some just cute. You can see the maple leaf back there. And yes, this came from the Dollar Tree and that should be for Christmas. It got stuck in there, but it still works. It's just fall, festive, beautiful things I have added into that next to my stove. And we had a roast in the crock pot for dinner tonight, and it's just sitting there cooling until I can put it away. Now, my newest addition to this kitchen, I haven't shown any of you. Maybe you've seen a glimpse of it in the corner or in the distance from my other areas that I've shown you. But my husband and I I think it was last week or the week before, we put in my shelf. I found this shelf at the thrift store for $4.99 and half price that day. So $2.50, it was coming home with me. And we had to cut off a little bit on the ends right in there because it stuck out a little too far. And it had a decorative ball holding in the bar that was too far. So we had to take that off, but it wasn't necessary for where I was going to use it. And I found these hooks also at the thrift store, and I paid like, I think $1.95 or something like that for them. And some of them I have to bend a little differently than the way they were bent, but that's okay. And here is where I have just added my copper pots and molds and a couple of just my, yeah, whatever you call them, cutting boards that really aren't real, but they look really nice. And I really just think it looks fun. And then from the Dollar Tree, I think it was the Dollar Tree, yeah, the fun mitts that we can use for Thanksgiving. I got 2 of them because sometimes the oven mitts are just needed. And then up above is a shelf, a nice shelf. So I have the Norman Rockwell painting of Thanksgiving. It's got a title, but I can't remember the title of the painting, Freedom from Want or something like that. I don't remember, but it is beautiful. And I had found the picture at the thrift store and then found a frame and framed it myself, but that was many years ago. And that turkey again was either clearanced or it was a thrift store find. And I just found that turkey last week at the thrift store, and it was clearanced, and I think I paid $2, maybe $2.50 for it, something like that. Had to come home with me. It's a plastic little platter, but I love it because it's the turkey and the pilgrims and the Mayflower, the whole essence of our Thanksgiving look. I love it. And up there, I just put some lights and I put in some beautiful fall leaves. And then the Dollar Tree find, friends and family gather here. That sign I've had for I don't know how many years. But this is how that looks in my kitchen. I think it has added so much personality. Now in the corner here from my stove, I just simply have my knives and I've just got some cute little things in here. I didn't do a whole lot this year. I usually do a whole lot more, but I kind of simplified it. Just added some pumpkins, and this little guy is actually a puppet. Put your finger up inside of it. Let's see if I can do it one-handed because and your finger goes inside of the mouse, and you can make him look like he came alive. And if you carry it just right, it is so adorable. I got him, I don't remember where I got him. I've had him for a long time, and I used to carry him at the Renaissance Festival with me just for something fun, and the little kids just absolutely loved him because he was on my hand, and I'd use him with my walking stick, and the little mouse was poking out his little head, and just so cute. The kids come running looking for him. And then I just have some old towels and mats and stuff to set on my counter. Stressed, spelled backwards, is dessert. And we have lots of desserts at Thanksgiving, but I just thought it worked because of the coloring and desserts. And again, as you look carefully back here, you can see the unfinished walls that we put in that we've just not had a chance to actually finish. And it's going to fall on me to do. And frankly, I'm pretty tired. Don't have a lot of energy. But isn't that cute? And these all came pretty much from the thrift store. This right here, actually, I did get it from Amazon a couple of years ago. And I'm not sure what happened, but I lost... He's a part of a paper towel holder. And the part that holds the paper towels, I'm not sure what happened to it. It got separated. Eventually, maybe I'll find it. But for now, I think he just looks cute sitting there in that pot, just giving me a spot of turkey. And then I found that chair. That's a cutting board, technically, though I don't use him for that. Came from the thrift store. And the Happy Home pie plates was my grandmother's. And just to have that spot of old-fashioned, I found this coffee grinder at the thrift store, and Also the flour sifter and the spice grinder. And I've just had fun trying to create just an old-fashioned kitchen that you would see maybe in Grandma's kitchen. I think it's charming, and really nothing that much. When you push everything, we just remove these and put them someplace else, or we can use them to set the hot pans on. But nothing really going to be in the way in this corner for Thanksgiving when we bring out our food. I think it works very well. Now on the side of the cabinet here, I just have a plate holder, and I've put in some Dollar Tree plates that I've had for a few years, and then some copper mugs that I've had for a long time. Don't know where they came from, but I think they work. They look beautiful. And then you can see in my cabinet there are a little few nice things kind of poking out slightly, but it's not lit up. So it's more storage in there than decorative, because I need the storage. Now I have next to my window, next to my sink and my refrigerator here, I have just my rolling pins and some some things to hold them with. And it's just fun sitting out, and we can grab a rolling pin, especially at Christmas time when my grandkids come over. We give them a wipe down and we make our Christmas cookies. And this way they all get a rolling pin. It works great. Then this Count Your Blessings with the cornucopia hand towel I got from Cracker Barrel. I just couldn't resist it. I just thought it was absolutely stunning, and it had to come home to me. And I just put it on my everyday towels of the blue and white, because in the kitchen here, it really does work. I mean, I don't have as much blue and white as I normally do out, but it still works with what I have going. And this is a shelf that I have it hanging on. And again, I've just simply got one of those paper plates just to bring in more turkey, and I added a turkey and preserves, and up above is also some preserves and just some kind of those Amazon fake muffin treats. And they all look pretty cool in terms of something you might see at Grandma's. And Dollar Tree has this Autumn is Calling, and I just hung it on the side of my refrigerator thinking it just brought in a spot of color. And then my calendar, and I just have to show you the calendar. Isn't that just pretty? I mean, it's the turkeys. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. Psalms 106:1. And it's just the prettiest picture. And after this year, I'm probably going to find a way of framing that so I can use that one for sure throughout the house at Thanksgiving. Now we're going to come into my window. Let's start here with my pie. I made this pie a couple of years ago. It's made out of clay, air dry clay, and plaster Paris with coloring. And it actually still somewhat smells like a pumpkin pie, because in the plaster I dumped the scent things you make candles with, and I did some cinnamon and pumpkin pie smell, or pumpkin scent anyway, and also in the air dry clay. And then what I used to spritz on the clay after it had dried, now it's starting to crumble because it wasn't put away correctly last year, but I did a slurry of coffee and some vanilla, and the scents of pumpkin and cinnamon, and I sprayed it on there, and it just absorbed, and it turned into the color of a pie. I think I need to do it again. It's kind of lightening on me, but I think it's fun. And then I cut out those leaves and made them look like on top. It just made it extra special. And then I used more of the Dollar Tree oven mitts. It's like we just pulled it out of the oven and set it up there. I think it works very well. Now, to stay in keeping with kind of Grandma's kitchen, just jars here, antique ones I found from the thrift store. It's just full of things just that you might see gathered, and my turkeys, and look at that cute little turkey. He's so adorable. Just works, and all my other little turkeys. And then I have my scent pot in the lantern. Oh, and it smells so good. And in the back, I have copper chargers. I don't remember if I got those from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby or from the thrift store. I just cannot remember. But the copper works great with my love of copper. Now at the back, I just simply made a fall flower arrangement of just the beautiful fall colors. Now I waited to film at night because I have just started realizing when I try to film the window during the day, you just can't see what I've put in the window. So I have all the lights on so you can see it better. And it works better to film at night. And that flower arrangement. And then on the other side, I just put another copper charger and more of those little wonderful little paper plates that bring in more. Now on this side, I have put in a cornucopia on my little 3-tier tray here. Just as cute as can be. And in front of it, I've just put in, of course I have the rolling pin and some turkeys. Another beautiful colored Dollar Tree pumpkin. And these guys I've had for a long time. I think I got them from the thrift store. And these I don't even remember. I've had them for so long. And another pumpkin. And on the next tier from the thrift store, I found this potpourri holder pie. And I thought, oh, does it ever work for Thanksgiving in our pies? And then up above, let's make it zoom in just a little bit. Aren't they adorable? Yeah, they're so cute. Cracker Barrel at the same time as the hand towel. I just thought they were adorable, and I just had to have them. They're little salt and pepper shakers, but they're perfect for right on top, and it just brings in the cutest look. I think it looks really neat. Now up above my window is really basically where I've put in my copper molds, and from a couple of years ago, apple pie and hot apple cider recipe little signs. Aren't they just kind of neat? I think they're just, and it gives a full recipe. Those came from the Dollar Tree, and all the copper molds came from the thrift store. So now I decided to show you what it looks like without the bright overhead light on and just be softer lighting. It doesn't pick it up as well because it is dark, but I think it looks pretty cute. And I left this light on because you still need it to be able to see what's in the window, at least a little bit. And just the undermounted sink, undermounted under the cabinet down on those cute little things. And straight up, having it lit up there too. Oh, it's just so peaceful and wonderful to walk into this kitchen with the soft lighting like this. All right, on top of my refrigerator, I have the cutest turkey. He's all feathers, came from the thrift store, and I stuck him up there, and just in the pot there, is just put all the fall flowers and leaves, and a sign that says "Give Thanks" that came from the Dollar Tree. And the turkey came from the thrift store, and another thrift store find of that pumpkin. And up there, it just has a really charming, happy feeling. And behind the plate, and you can't see it because I have the plate there, but I have that Hobby Lobby sign that says something autumn. And now it's just kind of a backdrop of the copper color. And here it is at night, showing the beauty above the refrigerator. I like how it looks. And the look in here is just a comforting low light that just is pretty. But I live in my kitchen. I use my kitchen. And so therefore, it's just throwing in some beautiful things in a kitchen that needs to be used all the time. So I hope this has inspired you to design your kitchen to be just lovely for Thanksgiving and fall. I know it's pretty late for this year for Thanksgiving, but maybe you can get some ideas and try it out again next year for Thanksgiving. It is so much fun to me to decorate for each and every holiday, giving it its own due. We have fall, which is, the end of August to September. Then we have October, which is Halloween. And I'm just a traditionalist. I think November is Thanksgiving. And that's how we need to do it. And then December, right after Thanksgiving, anyway, is the beginning and is Christmas. I love it. It gives me a chance to decorate for every season, and I love it. So I'm going to go from here. Thanks, guys, for watching. You all take care, and God bless. Happy decorating, and happy Thanksgiving. Give thanks to the Lord for all that He has done. Bye for now. And the next one will be the home tour, and that'll probably be Monday or Tuesday. You take care, guys. God bless, and take care till we see you again. Bye for now.